So, you want to start playing Krunker and you don't know how. Luckily, you came to the right video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to start playing and everything that you need to know as a beginner to start playing Krunker. And this is just the first episode of a huge series I'm going to be making about Krunker, where I'm going to be talking about literally everything you can think about. So, let's just hop right into the video. Okay, so the first thing about playing Krunker that you need to know is, how do I get on Krunker? Now, there's a few ways, but my favorite one is Steam, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. The easiest way is to just go on Google Chrome and just look up krunker.io. Now, this is possibly the worst way to go on Krunker. It is the base way, but the thing that I just don't like about it is it is so basic and it's also really laggy and the FPS is capped. So those are all the cons about it, but this is the only way that you can get on a Chromebook. You could also download it on a Chromebook, but you have to have a better Chromebook for that. So if you look up Krunker on Google or Firefox or whatever you use, then as you can see here, you can just click to play. And the game hasn't loaded yet, but if you want to go on PC and then download it, there's two ways to download it. You can either do it right from here. If you just go up to here and press download our client, I'm not going to download it, unfortunately, because I have it on Steam and I don't want to download it right now. But if you just go in here and you just click to play, as you can see, we're already in the game. And I guess that's pretty much just it. And you can just do it like this. But as of the moment, you don't have an account. And also, as of the moment, let's say that you just don't want to play it. Let's say that you just don't want to play it. Let's say you don't want to play it on this. Then, a better option would to go on Steam. If you go on Steam, and it might take a little bit while to load, but if you go on Steam and you go to like the search bar, it's gonna show in a minute. Okay, so now that we're on Steam, you can go to store, and then you can just look up Krunker, and you can just go to it, and then you could just download it, and it has a little video that you can watch. So this is probably the best way to get it. It has the highest FPS, the cleanest look, and it's amazing it's really good on Steam. So it's probably better you get on Steam. But anyways, I'm gonna be going on browser just to show you guys the next step, which is to sign in. So for this Krunker Ultimate Guide, I am going to be making another account, and it's going to be called Krunker Ultimate Guide. So that's going to be my name, and obviously I'm going to put a password. So, and then you just click register. So you make your own password, and you make your own username, and you just register. Oh, my name's too long. Alright, that should work. So there you go. So now you've made your account. This is practically the end of this is practically the end of the steps of how to start playing. But you still need to know everything about the game. And I told you that I would, so I'm not just going to end the video here. So, in my opinion, the best class to use, and a class is what weapon to use, so if you're wondering what that is. So if you want to know just what class you should use, I'll give a brief summary. The Triggerman is an assault rifle, and it does a medium range of like automatic bursting. Like it has a good gap of time in between the shots. It does amazing damage, but it recently got nerfed, so now it's not as great. The Hunter has a sniper rifle, which It's extremely hard to use, but, well, okay, let me rephrase that. It's not hard to use. It's a little bit hard to use, but when you learn how to use it, it is the easiest class to learn. And the submachine gun is incredibly good for shooting really fast, jumping off walls, and I think the only thing bad about it is the fact that it doesn't have a secondary. Machine gun, really heavy, hard to slide hop, but does really good damage and has a lot of health. Shotgun is like insane for noobs, so that's that. Revolver is really good for headshotting. Akimbo Uzi, don't use that. Rocket launcher, if you hit the person, it does good damage, but it's really hard to hit the person. Semi-auto, it's a good class. I don't know why I never use it. Combat knife, that's just your knife. Crossbow is good, but it recently got a nerf. FAMAS, it's extremely good too, and the blaster is horrible. So now that you know the brief summary of these, I would say the best one to use for being a beginner is a submachine gun. So now that you have it, the simple controls are just WASD like normal. You aim just like a normal FPS shooter, and you reload with R. So now you know how to do this. Oh, and jump is space. And jumping helps a lot in this game. So now that you know how to do this, you practically know it all to just play for fun. So that's that for that part. I'm not going to explain how to slide hop like this because I feel like it'd be a waste of my time. If that's the thing is, the reason it's a waste of my time is because I've made plenty of videos of how to slide hop, and I think it'd just be better if you watched a way more professional video just on slide hopping. So you can click right there to watch a slide hopping video. So after you learn how to slide hop, and after you've downloaded Krunker, and now that you've applied the best settings, oh, my bad, I forgot to say, if you want to change the best settings, go down here to settings, and you can change everything about it. First thing you should probably change is your crosshair. The default is disgusting, and you should probably do image or precision, or shapes of dynamic. Just don't do off. Let me just show you. Wait a minute. Wait, that's not what it is. Let me show you what it's like. Is there not? Oh, okay. I guess there isn't a way to show you the default one. I think they took it out. I'm not really sure. But after you've done all of this, the next thing you want to go and do is probably learn all the other classes. It's really important that you learn every single class, which one is better for you, because my brief summary of it wasn't as good because it's just a brief summary. Honestly, that was just my likings of the gun in my brief summary, but you can see which one is better for you. The SMG, I would say, is the best gun for people who have just started out, so you should probably use that. Over here, you can check out like your KR, your junk, your inventory, your kill to death ratio, kills, deaths, wins, losses, assists, nukes, and just stuff like that. This is all about you, and then you can check out your friends. You can partner with this, but that's for later. Shopping, you unlock this at level 10 or 20. So at the moment, this isn't important. I'm going to teach it later. Challenges, you have to require level 30 for that, so I'll teach that later. And hub is, I'll do a whole nother video on that later too. And games is if you want to play with your friends. This is like creative in this game technically. You can play whatever game you want. It's completely different from the normal game. Mods are beautiful. Let's say I look up SMG, and just like that, I can choose this one, and it completely changes my gun. And look at that. Now I have a different gun. I mean, obviously you don't own it, but it is, obviously I don't own the gun, but it looks like it. And if you want to change your stuff, it's really cool. And I absolutely recommend using a mod, because as you can see, it looks pretty darn cool. So after that is all finished, So after you do the mods, and I guess the last thing that I should probably talk about is, again, the settings. The settings here, again, you can change anything. You should probably go through the entire thing or look at maybe Storables or Strems' video on the best settings, because I have not made a video about that. But you can probably watch one of their videos if you just look up best settings. In the future, I might make a settings of the best settings. I just feel like I don't have the best settings. So, later in the future, I will make one. If you guys want to see that, then please get this video to 10 likes, and I'll make a video on the best settings in Krunker. So now that we have all of this stuff over here, now we've gone over the best class for beginners and how to play Krunker. Now is for the stuff right here. The only important thing you need to know as a beginner is servers. In case you want to play different game mode, or like if you want to switch your server because maybe yours is laggy, then like if you want to know what server to go on in case it's laggy, up here it tells you what your default is and what you have the best ping on. So if I go down to a Silicon Valley right up here, and then as you can see, these games I can play, and then sometimes it'll say it's full, so you just have to keep clicking until you join into a game. So now we learned about servers, and let's say I want to go to a raid. Then look up raid, and then over here it'll give you the raid events, and it'll tell you right here that there is 0 online because there's none on the normal. There's no raid events on the normal things, but there is on the official customs. So if you want to do that, then you can do that. So now that's actually it for the first video. So that is it for today's video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. A brief summary of what we learned was how to install Krunker on your PC or laptop. And also what the best beginner class is. We learned about all the stuff on the left side here, and we learned about how to join different servers. So that's going to be it, guys, for the first episode of Krunker Ultimate Guide. And if this video gets, I don't know, over 1 like, then I'll make episode 2. I was already going to make episode 2. But, so yeah, if you like this and if this helped you out, please like and please subscribe. It helps me out so much more than you think it does. And wait until next week, and I'm going to be making another one of these videos teaching you guys exactly what else you need to know as a beginner. And then we're just going to keep going up until we get until probably the very last thing about Krunker. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another episode. Bye!